Okay. In imagination, there is no time. Time is non-existent. Time is a construct of our imagination. In imagination, there is no time. I heard this repeated by Neville again recently. Got my attention quickly because I always thought, or I was always thinking that for you to manifest, it has to go through a process of time, like you see time and germination, a time to plant, a time to grow, a time to harvest. But this teaching by Neville was saying there's nothing like time in imagination. Exactly, this is how he says it. Time is a creation of your inner conversation. It should be about the arrival, not the journey. When you want to manifest something, it should be about the end, not the process you go through to get to the end. He's saying in imagination, there is no time. That is why when you affirm something, it has to be present, it has to be personal, and it has to be definite. It has to be present, personal, and in my three P's: present, personal, and present tense, personal, and positive. That's the one. Definitely, it has to be positive. But I'll give you some positive affirmations that people make. It sounds good, but just watch these affirmations. Affirmations like, let's say somebody, you're looking for financial abundance, right? You can affirm things like, things are getting better. I'm moving towards prosperity. My debts are gradually decreasing. Those three affirmations, they sound good. They sound positive, right? But pay attention to the words being said because you're talking about a gradual change. That means it's an endless becoming. It's endless, it's not specific. Things are getting better. Yes, things are getting better. It sounds positive, moving towards prosperity. Again, it sounds positive, it sounds dynamic. And the third one, my debts are gradually decreasing. This gradual change means it's like forever you're in this process of becoming, of wanting, waiting. But when you use affirmations like this, go to the end, which is, I love having more than enough. I love it. I'm enjoying more than enough right now. See, that's what it's saying. It's saying that you already at a place of abundance. I love living a happy, abundant life. This is affirmation that is what Neville is talking about. When you use this kind of affirmation, you collapse time. You don't have to wait for time to happen because it's a construct of our imagination. So I just wanted to drop that nugget real quick. Anyways, this is Ike, and enjoy your holiday weekend, your holiday week. For those of you, most kids are out of school and I guess enjoying time with family. Some people still have to work or go to their place of work, whatever it is for you. If you're traveling, if you're on a journey, if you're staying local, the point is gratitude. Just be grateful for wherever you are. There are people that couldn't even be here. Yesterday, on my way out to work, there was a really bad accident, really bad, a multiple car accident. And from the way the direction the cars were facing, you could tell that some people might not make it and some people will not see another day. Those are people that had big plans, big dreams. Some people they probably have airplane ticket to be somewhere, to go to spend time with family or friends or do whatever, but you're not here. The point is you were here, you are alive. That's the most important thing that matters in the universe. The fact that you are alive, you're breathing. What is the problem that you cannot overcome as long as you are alive? If you are dead, I guess your problems are over, right? You have to be alive to be able to overcome challenges, to be able to overcome financial difficulties, to be able to overcome relationship problems, to be able to overcome work problems, to be able to overcome whatever you're struggling with. What are the four basic challenges that human beings have is either in finance, relationships, spirituality, and work. source of income. Aside from those areas, what other areas do people have challenges? I heard a mother almost at a point of tears for her son that is not doing well in school. So those are issues, those are situations that happen. My encouragement or my word to her was that it's not what happens that determines the state of your being, is what you do about it. Okay. And the fact that your son is going through something, okay, you agonizing and crying or suffering about it, how is that contributing to the solution that you want, to what you desire? If you are in pain because you're constantly thinking things are not all right, the way the mind works, once you get on that roller coaster, it just creates more negative things. You start thinking, what if he drops out of school? What if he gets kicked out? What if this? What if he loses his financial aid or scholarship? What if this? What if that? What if he cannot get this car or that car? What if he can't drive? The mind just keeps creating scenarios and scenarios and scenarios. And you understand that all human fears is what? Where? In the mind. There are no real fears that happen in reality. As a matter of fact, there's a statistics. The numbers was like, I'm going to paraphrase this. I'm not going to say it exactly because that numbers, I don't have those numbers in my head right now, but I know what the numbers I'm talking about. 85% of all human fears about things that will never happen. The real fears of things that can happen, I think it was 5%. But the mind has a way of generating scenarios and circumstances because of the negative wiring of the mind, because of environment, culture, and peers. They say, show me who are your 5 closest friends or group, and that's who you are. Your reference group. We are always a carbon copy of our reference group. Think about the 5 people you've talked to today. Think about the 5 people you've talked to this week, or you've talked with, or you've interacted, or you've had conversations. What are the conversations about? Who's always creating fear in that group, or who's always positive and encouraging? Who's always the person that will criticize or look at the worst that can always happen? Who's always analyzing all the what if this happens, what if that happens, all the negative Nancy in that conversation? Just think about it and tell me if this is a positive word or not. If you are in a reference group that is positive or that is helping you grow or that is not contributing in a positive way in your life. That was the story, right? On my way to work, this accident was so bad and it involved multiple cars. My point of sharing this story is gratitude. Gratitude is not even about what you have. It's not even about just physical things. The fact that you're breathing air, and the fact that you can witness the sunset, the fact that you have a place, a roof above your head, or the fact that you can see a plant blossom, all the beautiful things in creation happens effortlessly. The waves of the ocean, the way the leaves respond to air. Oftentimes we take for granted that the fact that we can even breathe. Try closing your nose for 20 seconds and tell me if how much you will value the fact that you have air to breathe. That is gratitude. Gratitude is about what is that we are not even aware of. Anyways, I had a patient that had a PET scan radiation. I saw 8 patients today for a radiation PET scan. These are people that are going through different stages, either tumor, cancer, some sickness, or some finding out about a new diagnosis. Some people went for physical, they noticed a lump on some part of their body, and the doctor requested a PET scan. They come to me, I have to explain the test and go through the whole procedure. This one lady, she had a beautiful voice. She is in her 80s, very beautiful voice. And she had a presence, the way she carried herself, the way she spoke, very eloquent. And there was just something about her. I noticed it in the course of our conversation. She tells me, oh, I was the leading character in the 101 Dalmatians movie. It was my voice. I voiced that character for Disney. This was a Disney movie in 1961. She was the leading character. And it happens to be that she's done like tons of films and different movies, but her relationship, her marriages, the kids that she had from that relationship, she was just very warm, nice, and very responsive. The beautiful thing is, when I encounter people like this, I'm grateful for my environment, for what I do, the fact that I'm able to affect people's life and be of help in the cure or in the diagnosis process for the betterment of their health. I'm very grateful for those kind of things. But fast forward the whole story because I'm holding back some things. The fact is that the universe will bring people into your circumference, into your vibration, the law of vibration. You vibrate with people that you need, want, that are going to be of help or either point you in the right direction or give you a word of advice concerning the things that is moving you in towards your own manifestation. In manifestation, you attract things and people that is vital for your manifestation. I think in the book of Waddles Dee Waddles, that's the one Rhonda Bynes made the movie The Secret from. Rhonda Bynes that made the Law of Attraction, the movie. That was from the movie by Waddles Dee Waddles. The Science of Getting Rich. Waddles Dee Waddles talks about the same principle, how if once you follow in the principles, the science, because it's a science, it's a law, you follow the principle, if they need to come from a totally different universe or a region or continent, it's going to happen. They will even come all the way from Asia or Europe or wherever the person is to bring your manifestation to reality. If it has to happen, that there's no lack or of resources in the universe, the form which all things are made. If there's a decrease and the universe needs to make another form, it's going to happen. When people talk about lack and fear and scarcity and competition, if I don't do this now, I'm going to lose out. Somebody else is going to do it. You know how some people have fear. If I don't invest in this fund now, they will make all the money. If I don't buy this house now or sell this house now, I'm going to lose out or miss out if I don't do this now. When you operate in that mindset, there's no end to all the possibilities of things that can go wrong. It's a limiting mindset. The mindset of abundance is always see that there's more than enough in the universe to go round. There's more than enough. Thinking controls our feelings. Feelings controls our actions. Action, thought, action. Thought, action, you collapse time. In manifestation, time can be eliminated by thinking from the end. I know this is some heavy stuff, some deep stuff. But anyways, think about it. Enjoy your family. Be grateful. Gratitude is you are alive. That's the most important thing that matters. You are alive. Nothing else matters if you're not alive, right? You are alive. That is the most important. It does not matter. Nothing else really, truly matters. The fact is that you are alive. You're breathing. Without life, nothing else matters. Yes or no? All right, this is Ike. That's it. Enjoy.